everyone, so I'm back today with a little voiceover for you, and I thought that this would be something different because for the booty building series that I'm doing right now, I don't think I've had any voiceovers so far. So today was a different kind of day because I really focused on exercises that help round out the glutes and also help with the glute hamstring tie-in, which a lot of girls who are bikini competitors are really interested in because glutes and hamstrings are such a sought after body part to really make sure is down pat for a show. So I started off with these hamstring and glute cable pull throughs, which I absolutely love these. I really feel them in both of those aspects. So I let the cable come all the way down and pull my hands actually through my legs, as you could see there. And that way that hits the hamstring and it's such a good stretch. My hamstrings were so sore this day, so it really felt good. And then I'm making sure that I'm pulling up, squeezing with my glutes. And then once I hit the top of the movement, I'm really just locking in the squeeze. And all of these 3 exercises are done in a tricep meaning 3 exercises in a row done back to back to back with no rest in between. So everything that I did here, I did for 10 reps and then I did it for 3 sets altogether. So a tricep done 3 times over, 10 reps each exercise. So next here I'm just doing, I started off with like a squat to glute pull through, and then I finished off with a hamstring pull through. Kind of similar to what we did in the first exercise. All of these 3 exercises are strictly hamstring and glutes only. And you really want to make sure that you're making a great mind-muscle connection with these movements to ensure that you are hitting those body parts to the best of your ability. So just some tips here, making sure that your back is staying straight the entire time, even when you're bending through. You don't want to arch your back. You don't want to put any of that strain into your lower back because we are trying to hit the hamstrings and the glutes solely. So making sure that your toes are pointed a little bit outwards, just over shoulder width apart, and you're keeping all of the strain in your heels. So you want to pull through on your heels. You want to be able to almost take your toes off of the ground. That's how little weight you want on the toes of your feet, or on your toes. So in these exercises, the final one that you will see, you can also do it on a box because it is difficult to get that hamstring full extension if you aren't doing it on a box. So not this one, but the next one. So the 3rd movement of the tricep. But I didn't mind not having a box here because I was just like focusing on the top of my hamstrings anyways, and then mainly my glutes. So as you can see here in a second when I move into this movement, I'm not bending down too much, but I'm really making sure that I'm keeping my hamstrings tight and then pulling all the way through with my glutes squeezing at the top. So the next exercise that I moved into was the hip abductors, and I actually did this for probably 15 minutes. I ended up just doing drop sets, making sure that you're switching with your back fully on the back of the chair and then upright where I am right now. I couldn't really get a good camera view of this, but I'm pretty sure most people know how to do this one. It's pretty self-explanatory. Keep the weight light so that you're really feeling it in the glutes, and I did 4 or 5 sets of 20 in each position. So I did 20 leaning forward and then 20 back. Moving on into this exercise here, it's just a plate leg raise, I guess you could call it. And these are great to exhaust the side of the glutes. Right after doing those hip abductions, they hit the same spot. So it's really great, but you're using a little bit more of the rest of your leg too, not just strictly the glutes and the hips. So I love this one. I was very tired and my hips actually started kind of seizing because they were so tired from the exercise before. So I just did that with a superset with the single leg glute raises, and then I used only a 10-pound plate, just making sure that the emphasis stays on keeping that one leg straighter and then really squeezing at the top of the movement. And at the end, I also did hold it, or not the end, I think I did 3 to 5, I'm not really sure, and then I held it for about 5 seconds, and that just really, again, exhausts the glutes, making sure at the end of the workout that you are really straining all the muscles that you're targeting that day. And I've been focusing really hard on this my last couple exercises, or last couple workouts, and especially the booty building series, and this has made me absolutely in pain for the next 3 or 4 days. Like, honestly, I can't do a leg workout without about 3 days rest in between right now. So that's great, because for a while there I wasn't getting sore after my leg workouts, but I've just really been concentrating on making that connection with the muscle and just getting in the groove of things again. So yeah, I did those exercises, that superset, 3 times over with about 10 reps on each side, so each leg. The last exercise that I did for my glute hamstring day is good mornings. I always do good mornings. They're great for the hamstrings, and I also put a heavy resistance band around just above my knees to make sure that I was focusing on keeping my knees outwards, and so that it really stays in my hamstrings and my glutes here, not so much my lower back. So I think I did 3 sets of 15 to exhaust with a 45-pound barbell here, and just focusing, again, keeping your back straight, pushing your hips back, keep a little bend in the knees, and pulling all the way through with the hamstrings, and then at the top squeezing the glutes. So moving on here, after I was done my glute and hamstring exercises, I just did some body weight curtsy lunges. I believe that's what these are called, like ballerina curtsy lunges, whatever. And I did 3 sets of 40, so I did 20 on each leg. So I do switch halfway through so you can see a different angle, but these are great. They focus on sculpting the outer area of your butt, your outer thighs, and it's just amazing. I've noticed these making a big difference for me when I add them in at the end of a leg workout, because it's body weight, so you're just exhausting the muscle even more. Focusing, again, keeping that core really tight the entire time. You can actually see me, I like squeeze my core literally the whole time when I come up, making sure that it's still tight, because this is a balance exercise. You don't want to be losing your balance. You want to be making sure everything is tight, keeping that center balance as always with everything you do. And then after that, I moved into another exercise that really focuses on the core, but also is still exhausting the legs and the glutes. So that'll come up here in a second. So here we go. These are just some lunges into a big Bosu ball crunch. And these, they look easy, and my sister told me about them, so I was like, I'm gonna try these out. She did them in a workout class, and they are really difficult. So making sure, again, focusing on really keeping the center of balance and making sure that your core is staying tight and you're crunching your leg all the way up. I do lose my balance a couple times, as you can see, especially because I'm so exhausted. And my other side, I'm pretty sure I'm even worse, so it's kind of embarrassing. But then my footage went a little bit wonky here. It was out of focus for a while, so you just see this angle for a couple repetitions, but I also did this one 20 times, or 20 reps each leg, 3 times over. And then I did a little core circuit with the Bosu ball, just some Romanian twists, which are a great movement for the core. So focus on trying to move your legs as little as possible. It's pretty difficult. Sometimes I lose focus and I look at them and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to keep these things from moving everywhere. Some people do cross the legs. Just make sure if you're doing that, it's fine, but to cross the other way halfway through. And I always forget, so I just try not to cross my legs. Focusing on keeping your back straight and bending back as far as you can, as far as your core strength will let you go. Then I moved into just kind of a different variation of a crunch. And I did it wrong at first. I kind of forgot how to hit my core. the best. So you just want to go straight out and then up, and then just bend the knees upwards like that, and it really gets those lower abs. Try this one out, it's pretty good. And everything I'm doing is timed, so I do 30 seconds each movement, but I had already done everything at this point, so I was just showing you guys quickly. Next is some Bosu ball crunches, which these are pretty good. I don't love them, but I was just trying to do strictly a Bosu ball core circuit. So there's other things you could do, like I always do dead bugs and what's the other ones? I can't remember the name of them, but they're in another video of mine, so I wanted to switch it up. And then I just did a plank, which these are great. Oh my goodness, this exhausts your core at the end of the day. So try these out at the end of a leg day. It's great to incorporate either a HIIT workout or a core workout at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, so I thought I'd share with you my quick dinner that I'm going to be making here. All I'm going to be doing is I picked up these pre-packaged, like it's called Garden Highway Chef Essentials, and it's just Italian vegetables. So in there is just onion, tomato, zucchini, yellow zucchini, beans, and I think that's it. And then I also just picked up a big bag of green French beans that I'm mixing together in this bowl here. And I just wanted to show you what I'm gonna put in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna microwave this for about 1.5 minutes with just a wet paper towel over top of it. And then I'm actually gonna saute it after that on the stove so that it gets a little bit of a crispiness to it, not just like so it's not flimsy and like soft. So what I'm gonna add to that is just some olive oil, Himalayan sea salt, black pepper. This is a pesto sauce that it came with, so I think I might try that out as well. And then I'm going to do some Mrs. Dash salt-free garlic and herb seasoning. I don't know why this isn't focusing very well. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then I'm going to squeeze half a lemon on there. And afterwards, when I put it into the pan, I'm gonna add some crushed walnuts as well. So I just chopped those up. So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like after I've mixed everything together and when it comes out of the microwave. So this is what it's looking like. It smells so delicious. I wish that you guys could smell it through this camera. So I just added the pesto sauce, and then I'm going to add in my crushed walnuts. Just make sure if you're counting macros that you're counting everything before you put it in here, because obviously you can't like measure the amount of walnuts afterwards. So it's a little too hot. I'm just going to keep it around medium-high heat, and then I'm going to cover it and just let it simmer and let everything kind of get softer and crispier, and then I'll show you the finished product. Right now I have rice in the microwave as well, just because I don't feel like making a big pot of rice right now and waiting for it, so this won't take too long. And then I also made homemade Caesar salad dressing yesterday, so I'm going to use that over some lettuce that I bought, and I'll show you it afterwards. So here's the finished product. Just threw a little bit of Parmesan on there with a little bit more salt and pepper, and then I also just have my Caesar salad here, and I'm drinking a big thing of my water with it. So that'll be it. I just thought that you guys would like this quick little recipe. I sauteed the vegetables on the stove for about 15 minutes, I'd say, because I should have left them in the microwave a little bit longer. The green beans do take a while. So that's just a little tip, but try this out. It's super simple, macro friendly. And then I also just have, I don't know if you can see, my rice underneath there. So I'm gonna mix it all together and chow down. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.